There is backlash against a man in Equatorial Guinea who is under investigation for abusing his office and also for sexual promiscuity. This man is said to have slept with over 400 women and recorded it in the form of a video. The video has been trending on social media, and this man is receiving a lot of backlash. People are angry, people are cursing him, they're saying it's embarrassing, and especially sleeping with married women. Some of these women were married, and some were even close relations. So this man did not discriminate. And this man is supposed to have a wife and 6 young children. My heart goes out to the wife because she probably is traumatized. We don't know what is going on in her head. And also for posterity, because this video trending on social media is not going to end. The children are going to grow up and discover it. Anything via social media is discoverable, regardless of how long it takes. So that is what saddens me. On the brighter side, I think this man is skillful. I want to put a positive spin on it because this man was skillful enough to have connected with over 400 women emotionally. You see, time without number, nature, and our behavior as humans brings our mind to the main difference between a man and a woman. Women are simply emotional beings, where our male counterparts are physical beings. If you're able to fulfill a woman's emotional need, your physical need as a man would be taken care of. The woman will give herself to you willingly without any concerns or questioning. Most men who are commenting on this man's sexual promiscuity is probably doing it because possibly they are jealous or they are offended because the women are married. Morally, it's not good to sleep with someone's wife. Since King Solomon's time, it's frowned upon if you sleep with someone's wife, but you can take someone's girlfriend and that's okay. Either way, I think, always when there is something good, even though he did something bad, there is always a good attribute of what he did. Let's take a look critically about what happened and take a lesson from his behavior. The man is skillful, there is no doubt about that. To have connected with over 400 women who willingly allowed you to videotape them while you had sex with them is a skill. I think it's about time our men sit up and try to connect with women they love. If you can't protect your woman, connect with her emotionally and no one can invade that relationship. You see, I heard a woman on social media who was supposed to, they said the woman had appeared 3 times. The husband was complaining that the woman had appeared 3 times in that same sex video because she went back for more. The man connected with her emotionally and fulfilled her emotional need. A woman will always be driven by her emotions. Most women are driven by their emotions, the same way most men are driven by their physical. Physical meaning sexual, physical, sexual. When you have sex with a woman and you don't fulfill her emotional, sexual need, you haven't done nothing as a man. A woman's fulfillment comes from her emotions, how you make her feel. That was why those women went back again and again and again. Some went more than twice, meaning there was something that connected them to the man. We know that he probably put most of these women at risk for sexually transmitted diseases. And, even though we don't have any information on that, there is a possibility, a greater chance that he's exposed them to something, that they need to follow up and check health-wise. But talking about human being human, his skills, there is second to none. His skills to have connected with all 400 women, to have willingly given themselves to him, it comes second to none. If you're a man, you have a woman in your life that you claim you love, spend time with her to connect with her emotionally. Even if you don't have that skill, learn it. Read books. Listen to people. Listen to her. She will guide you and teach you how to connect with her emotionally. Because when your woman is emotionally starved, you have no idea what she is capable of if someone connects with her emotionally. Women starved emotionally are so fragile. That is why, when we're growing up, we say, oh, this guy has raps. It means the guy is able to use words to connect with a woman or a girl to get her. That's why we say, oh, Usher raps, meaning they can actually wrap you like a burrito. This man has words that can wrap you like a burrito. They connect with you emotionally. So if you're a man listening to me and you are jealous or you envy over your wife or you are protective of her and you don't connect with her emotionally, you haven't done anything. For a woman, it's not about the physical protection, emotional too. Because one thing we both have in common as men and women is psychological. A woman's psychological is connected to her emotions. Her psychological space connects to her emotions. And for a man, your physical connects you to your psychological. That's why when a man is physically exhausted sexually, he's able to sleep. For a woman, you have sex with her and you don't connect with her emotionally, she may not be able to sleep because she didn't get anything out of the sex. It was a physical act. These two distinctive characteristics pertaining to men and women is vital if you want a successful relationship. If you don't know how to do it, please read books. Talk to your wife on how to connect with her, and she will meet your physical need. Anybody listening to me who is struggling sexually because your wife doesn't want to have sex with you, find a way to connect with her emotionally, and it will come natural. And the people backlashing the man against what he did, don't be all negative. Take a lesson from what he did. Learn about how he was able to connect to all 400 women and some who repeatedly solicited his sexual, whatever he presented. It's not about the size of a man's manhood. It's not about the size of a woman's vagina. Pardon my simplicity, but it's about how we connect with one another. We are very interdependent. I believe those women, most of them had husbands who took care of the whole home, the entire home. They were busy working without stopping, pausing, and checking in with their wives to make sure that their emotional needs are fulfilled. Money doesn't take care of everything. Emotional needs is something money cannot fulfill. So you can provide all you want, but if you don't connect with your woman, you will lose her to a man who can connect with her properly. So take time aside and connect, even if it's 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, whatever capacity you can do. Distance shouldn't be a problem at all. There is a phone call, there are videos. These days, electronic space or media has made it so easy to connect with our loved ones. So don't shy away from connecting with your wife because you think you have to be the man, so you have to be fearful in the home so she respects you. You see, respect is commanded, not demanded. Unfortunately, most African men misunderstand this principle. They shy away from making connections with their spouse and their family because they fear disrespect. When a woman is emotionally fulfilled, she submits totally. You don't even have to ask. Women are emotional beings. And like I said earlier, time without number, our behaviors, nature continues to teach us. We need to learn from this man's behavior, his ability and capacity to have slept with 400 and over women. That's a lot. Seriously, 400 is a lot. I don't think he did it in a year. Probably years of, sexual promiscuity. That's what I'm hoping that it is. But if it's within like maybe 2-3 months or so, then he probably has extraordinary physical energy, because it takes a lot to sleep with over 400 women. So if you're an African man listening to me, learn from this man's behavior and the fact that he was able to engage over 400 women in sexual activity. None of them appeared to be forced into doing it. Looks like they willingly gave themselves to him. So learn from it. To have that capacity to convince over 400 women to emotionally connect with you so you could get your physical needs met, I think is an extraordinary achievement. Even though morally is frowned upon, this guy did fantastic in terms of his skills, using the tools, being his psychological tool to connect with these women. Because one thing we have in common is the psychological, characteristic of humans. Just that women get there through their emotions, men get there through physical interactions. Once we have these two distinctive features sorted out, we should know how to connect with each other, meaning a male and a female, how we should make that connection. Equatorial Guinea is a very tiny country. It has a population of less than 2 million. It's about 1.7 and some change million population. Majority of these inhabitants of this country are Catholics. You see how staunch the Roman Catholic principle is? Majority of them, 85%, are Catholics, and the rest are Protestants. To have convinced a Catholic majority population to indulge in sexual promiscuity is a skill we need to applaud this guy for, and not only focus on the negativity. We should learn from his example and connect with our wives, connect with our daughters, our mothers, all the females in our lives, so this doesn't befall us. If you're a man on the social media listening, take a lesson from this behavior. If you're a woman, figure out how your male counterpart can fulfill your need, your emotional need. As long as your man will work with you, work with him on that. Some women simply, don't care. That is different. But for a woman who desires a connection with your man, tell him how to connect with you. If he doesn't, then it's over to him, because that need has to be met. It's a basic woman need that needs to be fulfilled. And when the woman is emotionally starved, depending on her tolerance or her threshold, she may seek it elsewhere. A word to a man, a wise man, should be enough at this point. Thanks for watching and listening to me.